And if we get to that fifth game, it's the Cayman decider.
And we've seen many of those the past couple of days, but really excited. Honestly, this is the day that I want to see more Cayman deciders. It's so much fun, and you get to see everybody in the stands from sitting down. They start standing up, start rooting for their teams. It's amazing.
And we're going to get our first semifinal of the day underway from Pickleball Cayman after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. The excitement is just getting started. Blackwater Team Cup is brought to you by 2020 Vision Care. Also by Burger Shack throughout the Cayman Islands. And by Massive Equipment Rental and Sales Limited, we make it happen. And by Compass TV and Compass Media. And by Interesting Things. And by Avis, and by Scotia Wealth Management, and Pickle TV. Back inside Pickleball Cayman, Dave Pence hanging out for the moment with Sonny Tanner, who is part of the Inside Duper Pickleball podcast that is going to be dropping in early June, which is tomorrow is June, by the way, which is crazy.
It sure is. It feels like this year we're already halfway through.
Yeah. So anyway, Jack was finishing up some treatment, still getting that ankle looked at. So you're here. We're happy to jump on. You did such a great job joining us yesterday.
Thanks for having me. I'll do my best to practice and let's back on over with some food for all of us.
Well, I ate, so I'm good, man. But you get, if you're hungry, maybe you just take. I'm gonna bet it's a steak bowl, even though it's only 11 a.m.
Let's go. Is it a chop chop?
So anyway, our first match of the day. You come back during the men's match.
Love to. Thanks, Dave.
We'll get Sonny on to give us our three-person booth feel during the men's doubles here in our first semifinal. But for our first semifinal, we got the national anthem going on right now. The Grand Cayman National Anthem, and with that means it's official. We're ready to get things underway. It's been a interesting start to the morning, to say the least, but we are ready to go. And the Vanta Stingrays will start with their women's doubles team of Megan Fudge and Amanda Hendry. There in the near court and in the far court, we've got Kelsey Grambeau and Riley Bohnert for the Yeild Point Wranglers. Jack Monroe, the Yeild Point Wranglers, they could have probably used your services. Zach Taylor played great. by the way. No, I'm not throwing any shade at Zack. He played fantastic, but I don't think they ever got over losing you on the first day on Friday.
It was unfortunate, especially starting off so strong. We started off on a 2-0 lead that first match in pool play, and yeah, as soon as I went down, it's just, and nothing is worse as an athlete. Being on the sidelines, being injured, watching other pros play.
No matter the sport, the best ability is always availability.
Great counter there by Riley on Megan's speed up. You're going to see Megan have very high frequency with her speed ups. And I mean, that's what's torn her, what's allowed her and Amanda to tear through a lot of these women's matches is her head to head and whoever's in front of her, like right here. So if I were Riley and Kelsey, I would be sliding, anticipating Megan's speed up, forcing Megan to go a little bit more cross court on a lot of her balls, so she just can't tear through whoever's in front of her like this.
Reaction by Megan to get out of the way to tie it at 2. I just want to know, during the mixed doubles portion today, could we possibly see Megan and Ryler on opposite sides of the net? Because they avoided that in the first portion of play on Friday.
That is a very good question, and obviously the fans and the spectators want to see Ryler and Megan play each other, just because everybody grabs their popcorn whenever you see them playing.
I saw Ryler warming up with one of his kids just about 20 minutes ago. I don't know how the kids would feel about that. They're probably better with them not being on the court at the same time.
Oh yes, trust me, I've played with Megan for a year and a half as her partner on the APB tour, and we've had quite the success. And she says whenever she plays Ryler, she tells the kids to not watch. Great rally there. Good counters by Riley. Amanda looking for the flick. Hits a good flick, just Kelsey tends to slide and be on it.
3-4. They did roll off 4 straight points before giving it back. And they get it right back. Unforced error there by Kelsey. Did you have a chance to talk to your teammates prior to this one?
Briefly. I have faith in our captain, Sean Ford, our Lord and Savior, to lead us on the right path with the Wranglers. This is what is so unique about rally scoring, is it seems as though Megan and Amanda have been in the driver's seat, yet they're only up by 2 because it's rally scoring.
4-6. And now you'd like to see it be Riley scoring.
Yes.
Ooh. Second unforced by Kelsey in the last couple of minutes.
That's tough. You'll see the beginning of games, mostly players are just trying to find their rhythm, find the patterns that work for them, you know, get all the nerves out. That's why you often see some of them hit the ball hard, miss some of their speed ups, but you know, the second half of the game will certainly, all players should be dialed in by then, and we'll have much better rallies.
Stingrays open it up now to a 5-point advantage.
Beautiful catch by our guy Tim in the crowd. One of the local Came-On players here supporting.
Ooh, wow. Kelsey, great get. Oh, tried to get there for the ATP, but it was just a little too far out of her reach.
Really good digs, though, by the Wranglers there. Just Kelsey not unable to get to that ATP. Beautiful drop shot by Megan in the first place. Once again, Megan and Amanda just dictating every single point the exact way that they want. There we go. A little luck with the net cord, but I still like that by Kelsey, kind of taking the initiative rather than just putting the ball over the net. Because right now, Megan and Amanda have been so aggressive off the bat. We need to combat it somehow.
That'll get us to the end change here at 11-5. So we'll take a quick breather. The Stingrays right now, the 6-point cushion to get our day started here in semifinal number 1. Here we go after the end change, 11-5 Stingrays. The Wranglers hoping maybe the switch of the sides will break the momentum. Fudge just misses.
Nah, it looked like that ball was in. Megan, I don't know how that ball stayed in.
Wow, I thought it was just out, but it was in. Wow.
Wow.
12-5.
Tell you what, Megan is just on another level. When she's dialed in, she's really tough to beat.
Yeah. They just continue to be in the driver's seat, and Megan is doing what we call treeing, where just
13-5.
not missing a single ball.
Missed that one. Not by much. She wanted it, but yeah, that was out, but by like a centimeter.
6-13.
6-13. If the Wranglers have any hopes of comeback, they
Side out
need to get it going
14.
now, and instead it's another. That's got to be about the 4th or 5th unforced on Kelsey.
Yeah, just still no rhythm
14.
from the Wranglers right now.
Every goal score.
You know, it's tough
14-6.
when your opponents are putting so much pressure on every single ball that they put in the court.
Oh, Amanda tried to go for the two-handed backhand down and just missed the angle.
Yeah, like if you are the Wranglers, you kind of want to either initiate
7-14.
on your terms or slow the game down. They find some sort of rhythm, because right now Megan and Amanda are speeding up at such high frequency that there's no rhythm.
Point.
Could be the start of a run as Amanda sinks that forehand volley into the net.
It's only the 2nd point the Wranglers have gotten off of a serve in this game.
A missing piece of Cayman's maritime
Another
history.
Now they get 2 in a row. By the way, I wanted to ask you yesterday, it never really came up. Did you watch the, this is going to come out of left field, but did you watch that mixed doubles final in Naples between Seving and Diamond and against Jay and Annalee?
What a crazy final. That's probably top 3 final of the year.
That like inability for them to get that championship point was
Yes.
insane.
I know. Well, do you know what were the stats? Was it 20 or 14?
It was 17. In fact, I kept the.
Probably
I
right,
didn't
3
rip
pages
I
of
didn't
notes.
rip the page out of my notes because it was so insane. But so how I score it, if it's a chance to win, if they get it, then I just write in the point. But if not, I put empty circles. There's a lot of empty circles there.
Wow.
But it was insane. And Seving and Diamond got all the way back to 9.
Yeah. That's
Meantime, the lead is growing here for the Stingrays.
beautiful shot there by Kelsey, by the way. She was able to slice a backhand volley winner on Megan without even having Megan getting a paddle on it.
10-16.
10-16 now.
Side out
Kelsey lunges to cover that middle ball and just sails a little bit long. Really good spot there by Amanda. Good mature ball, doesn't need to hit that ball that hard, just gets it down, forcing Kelsey to swing upwards.
Stingrays are going to use their timeout. Each team gets one. We'll take a quick breather as well. 17-10 right now. The Stingrays in control. Excuse me, the Wranglers using their timeout. Back to Grant Cayman in just a moment. Welcome back to Grand Cayman. Dave Benz, Jack Monroe, and our Compass Media / Pickle TV crew along with you as we have our first of 3 matches coming your way today. Can they set up here best 3 out of 5 as the winners will move on to the finals and the losers will have an early trip to the beach, which isn't a terrible consolation prize.
Beautiful flick there by Amanda. Wow. That was really, really good look. Came in with pace and spin.
15-10.
Crazy pick up by Megan.
That was a nice angle. Kind of came back in and Kelsey got hit on the handle.
Now Megan and Amanda are just looking unstoppable for the Stingrays.
It's going to take us to game point. This has been a clinic right now by the Stingrays. Well, the net gives the Wranglers one last gasp here, but they need to reel off like 6-7 points to really make this thing interesting. The good news for them is that the Stingrays are approaching at 20 right now.
Yes, hopefully the freeze comes into play. Beautiful shot by Riley. Freezing them down the middle. Parting the sea like Moses.
Yes. A little bit less on the line on that one for the parting, but worked out just the same. Man, Kelsey's going to need to go take a nice little short little walk and clear her head after this match.
Just a little bit of inconsistency from the Wranglers here, but I mean, you can see a lot of their points have came from when they've dictated, when they've sped up on their terms. Like that.
There you go.
I mean, you see Riley hit her forehand speed up down the middle. You see Kelsey hit that flick right there. Those are the types of points that we need out of them in order for them to make a comeback.
13-20.
So 14-20 as the freeze is helping out the Wranglers. But again, we'll get it back over for another game point opportunity. This is game point opportunity number 3 for the Stingrays.
20-13.
At 20-14.
Wow.
Great job getting it back over for Kelsey.
What?
Great exchange.
What?
Oh!
No way. Wow. What a crazy point to end that match between the Stingrays and the Wranglers. I swear, Kelsey and Riley had a solid 3 or 4 overheads that Megan somehow got back. And Amanda on that forehand. Just absurd quality of play to start off the day.
What a match. 21-14 when it's all said and done. The Stingrays get the first point, but what a performance. We'll have the men's doubles coming up after this timeout as we are just getting started at the Vanta Blackwater Team Cup. And welcome back to Frank Amon. Wow, I mean, it's just been a fantastic week. And as I joked, Jack, you know what? You lose, you get to go to the beach early. Nobody wants to lose, but nobody wants to leave the beach either. The beaches are white sand, bath water temperatures. It's amazing.
It's definitely a lot more convincing in order to get players to hop on the court versus taking a little off day.
So we're ready to go with the men's semifinal, and Sonny Tanner is going to join us for this one, as we've got Ryler Deheart and Zack Taylor in the near court for the Wranglers. In the far court to get it started, it's Marceau and Lane. By the way, there's 16 total players in this tournament. We have 2 Zacks and 2 Kelseys. I think the statistical probability of that is pretty remote.
Yeah, and they weren't supposed to play.
Right, exactly.
All right. Overall, we have a great match here. We have Zack Marceau serving, one of the really good up-and-coming right-side players on the APP Tour, playing with Brandon Lane, a vet, tall, known for his power and length, as well as a little bit of his showmanship, as you can see, as we saw with the behind-the-back highlights. Serving right now, we have Zack Taylor, one of the most consistent players on tour. And then Ryler Deheart, who, in my opinion, he's a lefty, so that's going to change things up a little bit. And he is, in my opinion, the best lefty drive out of anybody.
And I think we have to mention that Zack is only stepping in to fill in for an injured Jack Monroe. Jack, we're sad, but we're hopeful that you're going to be back on the courts really soon. But I think Zack is really putting on a great show and handling himself, considering he didn't know he was going to be playing up until 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Great Ernie there by Brandon Lane, as you were given the accolades of Jack Monroe. I'll tell you what, though, the Wranglers' loss has been our broadcast gain, because Jack has been fantastic sitting in here. He's a natural.
He's all right.
I've definitely enjoyed it. Ooh. Wow. Really good flick by Ryler, but in order to get that ball down, and I mean, Brandon hits the ball so hard. You can see, I mean, he's just truly, he beats the out of the ball.
Jesus.
Yeah. Zack tries to drop shot in the kitchen and just misses it a little short. All players laughing.
3-2.
So 3-2 in favor of the Wranglers here. Make it 4-2.
Another mistake.
Jack, do you see one team that has a favor in terms of playing more aggressive versus defensive, like a better matchup for one of these two teams?
Yeah, you'll see. Wow.
Marceau into the net.
Zack and Brandon will play a little bit more up pace. They'll typically be the ones initiating versus Ryler and Zack on the other side, the ones serving the ball. They're going to be a little bit more consistent defensive, which, you know, can honestly be a huge benefit during moments of rally, during weeks of rally scoring, when any speed up, no matter whether you're serving or not, converts to a point.
Well, that breaks the run for the Wranglers, and because of the rally scoring, it's 3-5 now. Feels kind of the opposite of what we saw with the women's game, right? The Stingrays felt like they did eventually win comfortably, but the lead wasn't that fast early because of the rally scoring.
Point.
Back to just a 1-point game.
4-5.
Good job by Zack to lay off of that one.
Yeah, good eye. Zack Marceau is probably here is definitely known for having the highest frequency of speed ups for any player outside of Purple Jesus.
I don't think Purple Jesus knows anything but speed.
Yeah. Great look there by Zack Taylor, just clips the tip of the net. Still a fantastic look.
Zack has played really well since filling in for you, Jack.
Yeah, I've been impressed by his play this entire week. And honestly, he's shown no fear, no matter who's in front of him.
Side out 27.
Brendan Lane misses one of his routine flicks.
7-5.
Brandon yesterday hit about 5 or 6 trick shots, but every time he hit one, they lost the point.
Side out
Trust me, and
26.
even though I'm a Wrangler myself, seeing him, if he were to hit a trick shot, it's very hard to not root for him to win the point.
6-7.
So Jack,
Agreed.
you have 2 forehands in the middle. You just saw a speed up go down the middle. What are you telling your partner when you miss what could potentially be 2 forehands in the middle covering the middle?
And just having a lefty-righty combo is such an advantage, as you can see with Ryler. I mean, he overstepped there, but you can see 2 forehands just allows for so much more coverage, so much more poaching, so much more defense, overhead coverage, everything.
7-7.
So if you are trying to invest into a partner, having a lefty partner is definitely worth the risk.
Side out 28.
Would you say that same is true for mixed doubles as well?
Yeah, mixed it applies. Mixed it applies. Certainly.
8-7. Side out 23.
Been a very tight match thus far. Tied at 8.
8-8. Point.
The Brent Stingrays will go in front now.
9-8.
Get the end change at 11.
Point.
A few routine errors from the Wranglers right here. You can see they had the lead. I think it's a 3-point run. And this is for the
5-1 run, you are correct.
Side out
Right as I say that, they'll get one back here.
It's good for the Wranglers to get a little bit of momentum just right before the side switch.
Wranglers would
9,
love to
10.
roll off 2 in a row here and control the side switch. Lane off the wrist of Deheart, and so we will go into the end change at 11-9. Stingrays with the modest 2-point lead. We'll take a quick breather back to Grand Cayman after this quick timeout. (11-9) in favor of the Stingrays on the end change. And Jack, I would say, listen, I don't. We've seen teams come back from 2 games down, but I almost feel like this is a must-win game for the Wranglers if they want to get to the finals. They can't go down 2-0 against the Stingrays and expect to win 3 in a row.
Yeah, certainly, especially with the Stingrays having such good mixed doubles as well. I mean, Megan, Amanda being a lefty female. I would also agree and say that this is a must-win
11-9.
game for the Wranglers.
Lob by Taylor. And Lane misses wide.
Great lob.
Really good lob there by Zack Taylor over the other Zack. You can tell since Zack Marceau leans in so much at that kitchen line, when Zack or Ryler are hitting the ball, a lob is such a good decision because all of his body weight's leaning forward. Like that, he pushed off the line. Byron's going to call it, and that is 2 in a row.
Push off from right foot.
I don't know. He's asking if he
I
thinks
don't
he
know about the
established.
drag.
He's asking if he thinks he established and put his toe back down.
I may be incorrect.
Well, the call went against him.
It looked more like a push, but we'll see. Really good fake there by Zack.
Yeah, shook it off and just came right back at it.
Zack Marceau taking a lot of inspo from his game, from Gabe Tardio and Hayden Patrickin in specific, and you can tell by the way he moves his body and manipulates his body when he's faking a speed up like that right there. So good.
Wow.
Hits that ball with a little bit of power. Has
Power
something
and
to
control. That was impressive.
prove. Something to prove.
Some smiles over there on the faces of Lane and Marceau.
Side out number 12.
Wranglers, though, get it back within a point.
12-13. Side out point 14.
Hart just misses.
14-12.
And then laying too long.
Brandon had made the right decision going for that Ernie, but was just indecisive at the last moment, pulled off, and then
13-14.
still felt like he had to do something with that ball.
Side out point 15. (15-13). Side out point 14.
Well, right now the teams are trading serves.
Yeah. 2 high thirds as of recent between Brandon and Zack.
No home court roll there.
Yeah, as we've seen the past couple days, this net is stiffer than usual. So a lot of balls that do hit the top will not tend to roll over the way that they may other places or at other venues.
Well, Sonny Tanner has other duties to attend to, so we appreciate him coming by. He's going to come back in a little bit, though.
See another net that does not roll over back to back.
That net's a Wranglers fan all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Wranglers,
loving the Wranglers.
3 straight points to go back in front now here.
Really good drive there by Zack. Caught everybody by surprise. It's not what I was expecting him to do.
Especially caught Brandon Lane by surprise. As he gets tagged, Ryler Deheart goes over to get a towel. Ryler Deheart grew up a tennis fan. Pete Sampras and Roger Federer were his favorite players to watch, as were a lot of people's favorite players to watch.
Yeah.
And we're getting a timeout being taken here by the Stingrays. So what a pretty good match we've had here in this men's doubles. I mean, I think the largest lead for either team in this one has been 3 points, and that was when the Wranglers rolled off 5 in a row to go up 5-2 early on. Other than that, it's been within 2 points the whole way.
Yeah, impressive play, and that's what rally scoring allows to do. You have runs, and it doesn't matter. I mean, if you just can't convert points on the side out, and your opponent can, then it's real quick. 20, 30 seconds, you can blink, and you go from being up 2 to being down 2.
And it goes to show, I mean, you talked about it yesterday, but the advantage is always for the receiving team in this sport, because when you're serving, you've got to stay back to hit that third shot.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that is why every single time by default you see players select when they get chosen side, they'll always, or when the other team selects side, they will choose to receive rather than serve, because that means your opponent has to hit that third shot. It's going to be a lot more difficult for them to come to the net when you've already established, and could give them an easy point off the bat.
Plus you get to serve twice before you get to serve twice.
Time in.
All right, so here we go, 17-15, 4 straight points here for the Wranglers. And into the net, so back to just a 1-point game.
16-17.
Good ball movement by both teams right there, waiting for that right opportunity to speed up. And now we have a tie game.
It's a race to 4 here. But
17,
something tells me
17.
we might go past 21 in this one.
Point.
And now
Riley.
3 in a row by the Stingrays, so they go back in front.
Riley questions letting that out ball go. I do believe it was going out, but it's a little too late.
Once you
18,
commit, it's
17.
kind of hard to pull it back.
Yeah.
Lane and Marceau do both finally get back up to the kitchen line. By Taylor.
Love how low Zach Taylor gets on his dinks.
Great point going on here.
Great ball right there by Ryler. Wonderful combo. Gets B-Lane, opening middle with his forehand, and is able to get that ball behind him right on the line. And we're tied at 18-all.
Yeah, now it's a race to 3.
18.
Wow.
Not sure how Ryler got that
Misses.
one. It's wide though. And now the Wranglers in the driver's seat here, 2 away.
19, 18.
Oh, Lane down the middle.
Brandon dropped off the kitchen line and set up that counter.
Very smart decision by Brandon. Seeing Ryler forced to hit up on that ball, took a couple steps off the kitchen line, able to hit that ball down, middle.
19, 19.
Deheart answers down the middle.
20. I can't overrule that.
It looked into me. And they are going to rule it in. It looked like that looked like the right call. Take another look.
Very close call.
Now I'm not so
That
sure.
ball did that ball.
You know, we asked this
That
on
ball
another day, Jack.
did
Line
looks-
calls, AI video, taking it off the players to make those calls.
Ball did look slightly out.
Yield Point Wranglers are a point away from tying up the match. Instead, we're going to go to extra pickleball.
20. Twenty.
Laying down the middle. And the Stingrays now with a game point opportunity.
Really, really good counter by Brandon Lane there. Seeing that Zach is going to speed up on that backhand wing. You said it was going to go extra innings, and you called it.
21-20.
Taylor got caught off balance, exploited by Marceau, and the Stingrays win it 22-20 and go up 2 games to 9.
Beautiful shot by Marceau to end that game off, and this is going to be a tough hole to get out of if you are the Wranglers, especially with a tough mixed doubles competition coming up.
We have seen 2 times a team come back from down 2-0 to win it, so maybe history will repeat itself here in our first semifinal. We'll have the first of our mixed doubles games coming up after this quick timeout. Welcome back to Grand Cayman. Ready for our first mixed doubles match of the day here in this first semifinal, and it's looking like the Stingrays are going to start with Megan Fudge and Brandon Lane out there. I haven't seen yet who the Wranglers are going to put out, but I'm waiting to see. Ryler Deheart is sitting on the bench with a towel on. He is not looking like he's going to be a part of this match against his wife. So my guess is we're going to be seeing his teammate out there instead, Zack Taylor. And not sure who they will send out along with Zack, but I'm thinking it's not going to be Ryler.
Which is unfortunate, because if you are the Wranglers, you have to throw in your best mixed doubles team, because it is, if you lose this game, you're out. You're 3-0, you die. Congrats, game over, go to the beach. So you have to put in Ryler. I would probably say Ryler and Riley for this first match, or for this first game right here. But it's going to be interesting to seeing what the Wranglers are going to do, because obviously if you put in Ryler, then you're going to be playing Megan. You're going to have that husband and wife.
I know the fans would love to see it, but right now, I mean, I don't know. They're both just sitting there. Zack and Ryler are both on the bench right now. They're just both sitting there. Clearly, the pairings are going to be Ryler and Kelsey and Zack and Riley, the way that they're paired up over there. But I just don't know which one's coming out of the court. But we will find out. We did not have Friday or yesterday a match end in a sweep. We had, in fact, they played 6 matches to get to the championship day here today. 5 of the 6 went to the Cayman decider. I mean, that's almost unfathomable.
It truly is. I don't know the odds for that, but it has to be a statistical anomaly. I mean, now, as we get into the elimination round, a 3-0 sweep would be just so decisive going into the finals later today, especially as a 1 seed.
A little bit more on Megan Fudge, originally born in Dusseldorf, Germany. And lists her occupation not only as being a pro pickleball player, but as being a mom, likes hiking, running, biking, tennis, you name it. Says her favorite pickleball memory still to this day, winning gold medals on the same day as her kids.
That's super, super awesome. And they are known as the Franklin family. They travel around. They actually used to travel around in a motorhome. And the 4 of them, JR, Lily, Ryler, and Megan. Now moving on to Brandon Lane, we have a top 10 player in basically every single regard. In singles, mixed, men's, he's just a unit known for his length, hitting the ball very hard. A little bit of his highlights, loves hitting behind the backs, and just an electric player to watch. You can tell by his hair. He's got the leopard print hair. Also, top 3 storyteller of all time.
Avid surfer as well, Riley Bohnert. Out of Louisville, Kentucky, and Riley just continues to be a steady force in the pickleball world.
Yes, winning multiple next gens. One of the rising stars that came out of the next gen national team a few years ago. Basically lives in Florida and just still working on her game. One of the most consistent players here. Also some of the best defense. You cannot put a ball behind her.
And there's a look at Zack Taylor. We don't have a fancy graphic built for Zack, but Zack, amongst many things, you called him yesterday one of the more fan favorites with the ladies.
Oh no, I called him the sexiest man here.
Yeah, well, I was going to let you say
that. The sexiest man on tour. If you just look at him, I mean, he is what I aspire to look like. But without going into any tangents.
I do want to know, seriously, though, the training regimen for him, man, because that dude is chiseled.
Oh, trust me, I've DM'd him and asked for his ab workouts, and I'm currently using them.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. But it all stemmed from him So he's also one of the more consistent players. Will play a little bit more off the line, will not give you anything, will not miss any ball, force you to be aggressive and win off of that aggression.
And he's a California native, as are
Yes,
you,
very
originally from California.
Riley and Zack.
And I'll tell you what, and I'm sure you've seen it as well. I remember, Jack, when I first started calling the U.S. Open, even the first like 3-4 years, I'd go back to California and it was like nobody, even to that point, really still knew what pickleball was. It was a little bit slow in the uptake out on the West Coast, I thought, but now I feel like it's in full bloom.
Yeah, now it truly is. Ever since COVID, pickleball has really taken off and, you know, in full spirit.
By the way, we unfortunately do not get the Deheart Fudge opposition here, but the Wranglers do win the first point of this one.
Really good. I mean, overall, in order for the Wranglers to win this game right here, we need Riley's consistency paired with a little bit more aggression from Zack, like what we saw there, that swinging forehand in the middle. We need more of that, a little more dictation when he's at the kitchen line or in the mid-court. Just truly playing the game on his terms.
1-1.
Oh, Brandon does just catch that back line.
Such an interesting point there. B opening up the court by going for that Ernie. Megan covering middle.
Left short by Riley, so 3 straight for the Stingrays.
We're going to see a lot of that pattern, this right to right from girl to girl, Megan and Riley versus Zack and Brandon, just because there's a lot more space going right to right with these girls.
Brandon misfires too long on that one.
2-3.
Right back to the Stingrays. Second ever installment of the Vanta Blackwater Team Cup here in Grand Cayman. And pickleball came in, and when we come back here next year, this place is going to be bigger and better. They're working on the expansion right now. We're going to have 30-something courts by the time they're done here, Jack.
It's just crazy. Pickleball Cayman has done so much for the sport on this island. I mean, 30 courts is a kingdom. 30 courts is absurd. And the fact that they have these courts covered as well. I mean, obviously not all of them, but I mean, we have steel frame cover in case it ever rains. So rain or shine, we're playing pickleball.
Which, by the way, it came down buckets this morning for about 2 minutes. Did you see that this morning?
No, I must have been snoozing.
I was having my breakfast. I looked out the window and I was like, where did that come from? And it literally only lasted about 2 minutes, but it was a flood. Off the net, and Taylor just drops the paddle in frustration. Not much you can do with that. Stingrays have rolled off 3 in a row now to get it back to a 6-4 advantage.
Good defense there by Riley, fighting off Megan and Brandon's offense.
5-6.
A drive and poach there by Zack and Riley. Love the 2E backhands by him.
6-6.
All right, speed up 1 that time by the Stingrays to hold on to the lead.
Still a fantastic look by Riley to get that backhand above the level of the net. Just put in a little bit too easy of a spot for Brandon to get back.
Misfire on the Ernie by Lane.
Good read by Riley there. I think she saw Brandon move a little bit too early. Decided to jam him.
7-7.
Lane goes in to take it. Good job by Taylor and Bohnert to get back into it, but then Taylor into the net.
Really good dictation there by Megan, hitting the lob as well as the speed up in there. She's the one taking action.
And now the Stingrays 2 points away from getting it to the end change.
9-7.
Laying a little bit too long on that serve, so a freebie for the Wranglers. Gives them again a chance to draw even.
8-9.
Taylor the flick of the wrist. We got a 9-9 game.
Wow, great drop by Riley to set Zack up, and I love Zack being in there, going hunting, as we say.
Fudge ATP defended by Taylor. And then Megan into the net.
Really good defense there from Zack Taylor on Megan's ATP.
3 in a row for the Wranglers.
This is a key point in order to get the switch with momentum. They get 4 points in a row, switching at 11.
10-9.
They'd be able to carry that on.
Oh, the net unkind though.
Side out of 10.
Well, regardless of who wins this next one, we will get an end change after this next serve. Largest lead for either team so far in this game has been just 2 points.
10-10.
Bohnert misses long. We'll go to the end change with the Stingrays enjoying the lead 11-10 here in this first mixed doubles of our opening match semifinal. Pickleball came in and Grand came in. Stingrays up 11-10 here in game 3, already up 2-0, trying to close out a sweep and punch their ticket to the finals, which will be at 5 o'clock Grand Cayman time. So that's 6 o'clock Eastern in the U.S. and 3 o'clock Pacific if you're watching us outside of Grand Cayman on Pickle TV. Glad to have you watching wherever you are.
Really good.
Bohnert was
ball.
going to let it go and then changed her mind.
Great spot there by Megan. Really catching Riley by surprise and caught, honestly, all of us by surprise. I don't think anyone was ready for that ball.
12-10. Point.
Into the net, and the lead now is growing to 13-10.
13-10.
the net. Lane catches up to it. And then finishes off the overhead.
Yeah, tough lob choice right there, especially with Brandon being so tall and hitting that ball so heavy. That's a tough choice.
14-10.
Wow.
Lob by Fudge, and Bohnert got it off the end of the paddle.
Definitely.
Going back to before the end change, that's 6 straight now by the Stingrays. And the Wranglers are going to use a timeout here. You can't take them with you, but suddenly in a massive hole here at 15-10 and already down 2-0. So while we have a minute, Jack, here's what we're going to do. So before the U.S. Open a couple of years ago, I sent everybody a questionnaire, and it's been gold for me, and I need to get an update because some of these are dated now. But so that's how I have some of this information on Megan, who was one of the ones that was. By the way, Megan Fudge and Annalie Waters were 2 of the players that actually did fill out my questionnaire, which was kind of amazing. So I'm just going to ask you the questions. I know the answers to a lot of these, but we'll let the people at home know. Current city of residence for you?
I live in Austin, Texas. Go to UT Austin, but part-time, debating between Palm Beach.
Hometown. What's your hometown?
Thousand Oaks, California. Good old Cali.
Age 22.
20. Oh, dude, look at you.
Well, I remember you
done
turned
your
21
research.
at the Open the previous year.
Yeah.
Occupation, pro pickleball player.
I try to
Interests outside of pickleball.
Probably pickleball. I would personally say pickleball, but outside of that, doing something productive in pickleball.
All right. Well, we'll get to the rest of the questions a little later. We got a long day. They get more interesting as we go. All right, so 15-10 out of the timeout. Last gasp time for the Wranglers. And Taylor able to get them a chance here.
Point 11. 11-15.
Taylor misses wide, so right back over to the Stingrays. It's a 7-1 run here by the Stingrays after the Wranglers had gone up 10-9. Ooh.
Good spot there by Zack. Catching Brandon, looking to speed that ball up, and instead forced to reset. Misfooted.
12-16.
Because of the rallying scoring and the freeze, you still got a chance here, but you got to start making something happen. Oh,
Side out, point 7.
not the way he envisioned that one when he called for it.
And you can tell before the lob was even thrown up that Zack could see that coming. He got the ball that he wanted, and he was on it early, just sunk it into the net. We've all been there. I'm sure you've been there many times.
Yeah, we would call them the 99 percenters. 99% of the time you should crush it, and 99% of the time you hit it into the net. At least at my level. Lane hits it long, so the Wranglers still hanging on here at 13-17. I have to be honest with you, though. Ray Kulikova is the one who came up with that phrase, the 99 percenters.
I like that. We got to put that on a shirt.
Oh, Lane trying to put it away, instead puts it out.
Crazy good gets by Riley there. It's like a full power overhead that she's able to just reset. Great flick by Riley, able to push Megan back and actually take the offensive. And just like that, we got a 2-point game, baby.
15-17.
Oh, beautiful look there by Riley. Hits the right shot, just sinks it into the net.
So that moves us to 18-15.
That
great angle played by Taylor.
Beautiful, beautiful shot by Zack Taylor. I don't think he could have hit a better ball.
No.
On that.
There was nothing Lane could have done about it. So again, a chance to get it back to a 1-point game. Bohnert and Fudge going back and forth. Megan switches it up, but misses long.
Very good rolls there by Riley. Notice she's taking that step in, not letting balls bounce, taking the balls out of the air while Megan's letting every ball bounce.
17-18.
Megan feels the pressure, pulls a little bit too early. Same right here. Counters once again by Riley. She's owning that cross-court pattern. We have a timeout taken at 18-18 from the Stingrays.
It's a 7-2 run to tie it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn as we take a quick break.
Well, no, we're staying here.
We are not taking a break. That's my bad, y'all.
We're staying here. They like keeping it here. Hey, listen, if you're the Wranglers, I mean, you know, obviously you lose this, you're done. You win this, you got some momentum. You're putting some doubt into the minds of the Stingrays. You got a chance to try and do the comeback.
And you have a great mixed matchup in front of you with Ryler and Kelsey versus Amanda and Zack Marceau. That's two lefties. Ryler with a big drive. This is great. This is a great position for the Wranglers. They just need to continue the pattern that works. And right now that pattern is Riley taking balls out of the air, going cross-court against Megan, forcing Megan to speed that ball up a little bit too prematurely. And Riley's counters right now have been exceptional. So just keep, this is what I call putting that person in jail. So they're gonna try to put Megan in jail. And it's gonna be interesting to see how she tries to bail out of it.
Although Megan's pretty good at finding a way to escape.
And this is we're gonna see the next 3 points. What's gonna happen?
15 seconds.
Wranglers have not won a match this week here in Grand Cayman. They would love for their first match to be a comeback
18-18.
win against the 1 seed.
Oh, what a beautiful counter by Riley Bohnert.
And Lane thought it was going to be out, and it just went right down. That wasn't even close to being out. And now 19-18.
19-18.
And that was long. We got game point, Mr. Monroe.
This is not what I expected was going to happen.
20-18.
There we go. Great lob there by Megan, showcasing her veteran game there as she sees Riley leaning in, is able to bail out of that pattern properly and catch Megan a little bit late to that overhead.
And now the Stingray is trying to force it to extras.
They get the side out, and this is what a freeze does. Keep in mind, they had to win 2 in a row, so they won that point as a side out. Now the Wranglers, if they win this point, they win the game.
20-19.
Second game point opportunity for the Wranglers. Oh!
Flips the tape on a reset there by, not there by half an inch. We have 20 all.
And at this point, with the rally scoring, this almost plays like a deuce in tennis, right? I mean, you get the point, you get the advantage. Taylor, well-placed shot behind lane, and now back over to the Wranglers at 21-20.
Toweling off, trying to figure out what the strategy is going to be for this point.
Game point opportunity number 3 for the Wranglers.
If my heart is pounding, I couldn't imagine how they feel right now.
Oh!
That is game for the Wranglers, securing a key game win in order for them to bring it to 4 games, have Ryler Deheart teeing off in the next mixed match.
That was unbelievable. They finished on an 11-3 run to win that game, 22-20, and we will go to a 4th. The broom closet remains full here in Grand Cayman. No need for brooms in this tournament. We'll have the second mixed doubles match of this first semifinal coming up after this timeout. Back to beautiful Grand Cayman here in the Cayman Islands, Pickleball Cayman, as we move on to mixed doubles number 2. And, you know, there's a reason why I adopted saving my stats in a notebook so I can look back. And I have the stats, actually, from this matchup in pool play. The Stingrays, Amanda Hendry and Zack Marceau against Ryler Deheart and Kelsey Grambeau. 25-23 that mixed doubles match went, and it took 3 match points for the Stingrays to win it. The Wranglers had 2 match points that they did not cash in on.
This is going to be a fun match, and that's indicative of it.
By the way, I'll tell you another stat. Ryler Deheart only has won 1 game this entire week, and it was the game he played with you. No, he has not been sick. He's been so close. He's been every game, but he's not won any of them. So he needs to win this one here to give them a chance to get to the Cayman decider.
This would make up for everything else.
Yeah.
100%. Everything else was pool play. This is where it actually matters.
So we'll be Grambeau and Deheart in the near court, and Hendry and Marceau in the far court to get this one started, as Byron Frezzo is getting the official stats sheet ready. Saw him at breakfast this morning at Locale Hotel, which is a quiet little spot, but right on the beach, and free breakfast. I got no complaints, man. Go down, get my coffee, get my breakfast.
Walk the beach.
It's not exactly the big house, but it's not too shabby.
Yeah, that's what we love about this tournament. Is I feel like I'm working but on vacation.
I actually did a little bit of internet research on the island last night. It was uninhabited. There are no indigenous people to Grand Cayman. It was uninhabited mostly because there was no fresh water supply. So people didn't start actually inhabiting this island until the mid-1600s, even though it was discovered in the 1500s.
Well, interesting. Very, very interesting. This is a British island, correct?
Correct. So 1-0 here in favor of the Stingrays. Make it 2-0 after the put away by Marceau.
Zack Marceau looking really, really strong right now coming out of the gate.
First point for the Wranglers.
1-2.
Grambeau tags Marceau to tie it. We didn't see the match on Friday that took place on the other court. I do know it went to a decider, but I don't know if the victory by the Legends in that one was a comeback from down 2-0. The other two there have been two comebacks from down 2-0, both by the quality court defenders on this court on Friday.
Great ball by Ryler Deheart, pushing that drop a little bit further left, knowing that Zack's going to come over and slide. And just like that, from being down 0-2, they're up 3-2. Make that 4. That is 4 points in a row, correct?
You are correct, sir.
4-2.
So gets a friendly bounce, but that just set up Deheart. That was great ATP play right there.
Zack hitting the right shot on this. It just clips the stiff tape, doesn't go anywhere, gives Ryler that opening around the post.
5-2.
And just like that, we got the sideline hype. The Wranglers are in it.
That one sneaks past Grambeau.
Great ball by Amanda there. Sees Ryler hit with heavy slice when he chips in, and that allows her to hit that speed up with a little bit more margin.
Point.
Great speed up there by Ryler Deheart. Gets exactly what he wants. Just comes back a little bit slower than what he was anticipating.
4-5.
Wranglers get it back after the unforced. I mean, if this thing goes to a Cayman decider, which I think it's going to, we could probably just be like, let's just start everything with the Cayman decider.
Yeah.
Side out, point 5.
Back to a 1-point game here.
5-6.
Oh,
Great ball there by Ryler, going behind Zack Marceau as he cleans up on the middle.
such a great skill to be able to have, to be able to hide what you're going to do with it till the last possible moment.
Also such a great skill to be a lefty.
Yes. You would know.
Side out, point 6.
Is there anything else you do left-handed?
Anything that's in regards to holding.
6-7.
So like drinking or anything outside of my phone, to be honest.
Deheart misses. The Stingrays try even here at 7-all.
Great combo by Ryler. Wow, that's so fast. You blink, and that ball is already on the other side of the court.
I mean, that ball traded sides of the net 3 times in less than a second. Couldn't catch up to that one, though. I told you that the pool play match between these two went to 25-23. This thing's looking like it could be going that same way.
Side out, point 9. Nine-8.
Great ball by Zack, pushing Kelsey to the fence with that deep forehand volley.
9-9.
Good middle coverage there by Ryler as he anticipates the speed up.
10-9.
10-9 here for the side switch.
Side out point 10.
Well, the next one will be the end change.
Big point for momentum going into the side
10-10.
switch. Way to get out of that by Zack Marceau, yeah.
10. Timeout.
So we'll go to the end change 11-10 with the Stingrays with the modest 1-point advantage, looking to try to get their ticket to the championship round here at the Vanta Black Water Team Cup. Back here in Grand Cayman, as we have reached the end change between the Stingrays and the Wranglers, just 1 point separating the two. It's been back and forth the entire game. Wranglers need to win to get it to a Cayman decider. Stingrays need a win to
11-10.
be able to get a couple hours off before they play in the final. And Marceau misfires.
11, sorry.
So tied back up at 11.
11-11.
Deheart, I'm not sure, just kind of maybe took his eye off of it. It looked like he kind of glanced to see where the opposition was and didn't follow the ball all the way through.
That's a tough one. It's tough to not think about that one going into this point. And that could be the start of a little momentum shift against the Wranglers here.
4-1 run now by the Stingrays.
Now this is when I would consider calling a timeout if they were to win this. You just had a bad batch of plays. Definitely would call a timeout right here. You can see that's what rally scoring does. Just quickly, just like that, go from a tie game to a 3-point deficit.
Well, Marceau helps him out, hits it long, back to a 2-point game.
I love seeing the teammates in the sideline really question what that shot was.
Misfire by Grambeau.
15.
Not much more margin for error left for the Wranglers.
15-12.
And Grambeau gets tagged. Might be time for that timeout.
Yeah, you can just tell their energy's dying. You kind of need some way of mentally resetting.
16-12.
So right now, Amanda and Zack look like they're in the driver's seat.
Nice angle played by Amanda. Oh,
Another beautiful shot by Amanda Hendry.
Timeout receiver, 17-12.
Right over Kelsey's head. That's two right at Kelsey's body that she's been successful with as of recent. And a timeout is called with a 5-point deficit for the Wranglers.
I think Kelsey was kind of hoping that one had more on it than it did, and it was going to sail out, but it stayed in. And while we have a moment, I'm going to bring up the fact that we are in Grand Cayman, and you know, one of the things Ryler Deheart told me was that he's most proud of is having been a part of this sport and see the growth and see it become more of an international game. And yeah, I know we're only, I don't know, 100 miles off the coast of the nearest point to the United States, so we're not that far away, but we are in another country. And Jack, you've seen this game grow. You've gone and played overseas. Is it mind-blowing to you how it is now expanding internationally?
It truly is, and maybe I sound a little naive, but especially growing up in the States, you get to see it. You get to see it grow over there, but then you forget that, you know, there's so many different countries that have also adopted it. I mean, take for example Asia, like the entire continent of Asia. In specific, you have Malaysia, Japan, Vietnam that all have become obsessed with the sport. You see a little bit in Europe as well. I mean, you know, the APP is coming to Birmingham in August for the English Open, and so now we've gotten to the point where I have as many international tour stops as I do domestic. And it's really interesting to see because now we're not always the home crowd. Now we don't always have the home court advantage. So even here, if there was a Cayman team or a Cayman player, they'd be cheering against you.
Well, maybe that kid we talked to yesterday, Dylan, maybe he's going to be an up-and-comer.
17-12.
Rocking that ninja paddle that, by the way, Ray Koliakova told me he's going to make him a special, unique design paddle for the ninja paddle. Zack flicks the wrist, and it's suddenly 18-12. Can't tell you, semifinal number 2 slated to start around 1:30 local time as Deheart gives the Wranglers another chance here. They need a run, though. They haven't scored a point on the serve since they made it 7-4 early in this one. Great get there by Zack. A lot of patience right now. Speed up by Ryler, and then,
Final point 19.
A very unfortunate turn of events for the Wranglers. Ryler gets a net ball, exactly what he wanted, and just unable to get that ball in.
That's 2 in this game that you'd expect him to have a different result on.
And a missed return for Grambeau. And now we have match point with a 7-point lead.
For a berth in the finals. ATP, that was a worm burner.
That was, in fact, that's one of the first ATPs I've ever seen hit fully cross court, even though it's around the post. I mean, look at that ball. That ball went between them.
14-20. Side out point 20.
Well, back over to the Rays for their second
2014.
match point opportunity. And there it is. Hendry down the middle to win it 21-14.
They're the really, really dominant performance there by Marceau and Hendry. From a tie game in the middle to 21-14, you see the Wranglers lose it, ending with a 7-point deficit.
Stingrays win it 3-1. They will play for the championship later on today here at Pickleball Cayman. We will hear from the winners coming up after this timeout. Well, this is starting to become a regular occurrence here, talking to the Stingrays after one of their matches as the #1 seed. They get it done in 4 games to move on, and we'll start with Megan Fudge. Megan, First of all, bragging rights in your family, I know it goes back and forth. Will you kind of give Ryler a hard time about this?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm glad we didn't have to play each other. That was the main thing. I think that's what we were trying to get through the weekend, not playing each other. But, you know, I know he was always going to be dangerous. I didn't like him going in as the 4th point, but I trusted Amanda and Zack to get the job done. But I knew he was going to be dangerous out there, and, you know, I'm just happy that we got a great team win.
Zack, let's talk a little bit about, you know, you watched the ladies go out. They were pretty dominant in the women's doubles. Did that kind of put some pressure on you guys to keep it rolling?
I think actually it had quite the opposite effect. I think it let me and B go out there and kind of play free. Megan and Brandon hadn't lost a mixed game until this one, so I felt pretty good out there with Brandon. We've been playing really well, so there was no pressure on us at all. Felt good out there. I wanted to give us a 2-0 lead going into mixed. I was happy we were able to do so in a tight men's game.
And let's talk to Amanda. I mean, how great is it to, you know, have this team just kind of come together as quickly as it has, and you guys are a runaway train right now.
Yeah, I think everyone's been so great. Megan's been a great leader. Zack has amazing shots and great energy. B's always bringing the energy. I call him our vibes leader. But yeah, it's been so great. I think everyone's really starting to gel, and going into the final, I think we're in a really good spot.
And Brandon, I know that you know the weather, the humidity might be getting to you a little bit. You guys have played a lot here this week. How crucial was it not to have to play a game and decider in that one?
No, it was good. You know, I'm glad Zack and Amanda got to seal the deal. You know, it's good to see them come out on top. You know, Megan and I, unfortunately, couldn't get it done today, but that's why we're all here on the team. But hey, we going to the ship, baby!
All right, bring it in. I need to see the Stingray here.
3, 2, 1, Stingray!
All right, we're taking a timeout. We will have the second semifinal coming up in just a little bit from Pickleball Cayman. Stay with us here on Compass Media and Pickle TV.